Interesting. Where's the sound? Hello. That's so weird. All right, this is really weird. It's like you can hear me, but you can't hear anything else attached to it. This is a real Mercury retrograde, whatever. Hello, hello. Hmm. All right, never mind. Well, I'm definitely gonna do a sound check next. That is definitely a Mercury retrograde, whatever. Um, my bad. I'm not necessarily even tripping that that can happen. I know you guys are saying you can hear me, but this has never happened before. So I know from the outside looking in. Ah, that's hilarious. I know from the outside looking in, you're more concerned with this, but just as far as like my equipment. I just want to make sure my equipment is nice and things are working, but it is what it is. Um, Welcome to this transit talk. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I didn't know red is a color for me. Much appreciated. Much appreciated once again for loving the chat. Um, Shout out to Darius. I just got your order, Kellen. I also got your order. Much appreciated. I'm gonna make sure to work on those tomorrow. I still have my half off sale going on. Yes, I've been loving the feedback on my physique. I've definitely been working out, getting in that gym time in, even if it's not in the gym. But yeah, thank you guys for your patience with me just all over the place right now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to breaking this transit down. All right. Don't worry, that OnlyFans is good. Don't think I was lying about that OnlyFans. That OnlyFans is coming soon. Okay. Just be on the lookout right there. Most definitely be on the lookout. All right. Um, I still got my belly. Y'all see my arms. I still got a little bit of belly, but we gonna get the abs. Okay. Um, I'm gonna be sipping some Doers, some scotch. Shout out to my Pisces friend. When he came to visit me, you know what I'm saying? He got some Doers and put your boy on. I also got I smoke disposables now. I'm still gonna go on that tolerance break, but when I come off of it, I'm going back to disposables. All right. Shout out to Isis, my good friend Isis. She does my lineups now. We used to when I used to live in my own apartment, she was one of my neighbors. So she does hair. So when you see me looking fresh, it's because she hooked your boy up. I'm not even cutting my hair. I'm growing out an afro. So she's just hooking up the lineup and she's trimming the beard. I make sure she's an Aries sun, so I like Aries or Aquarius to work on my hair. Doesn't matter the sign though. I have a Pisces cut my hair. He's like the goat. But other than that, y'all, yes, this is a vape. This is a vape. So I can actually smoke. I couldn't smoke the pre rolls because I didn't want to smoke inside, but I could do these. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I had to look nice and fresh. I'll give you an outfit check real quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't normally do this, but it's Libra season. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. You know what it is. So, I just wanted to show you what I'm working with. I don't normally even, show off. I'm acting like I'm dressing all GQ and shit, but that's coming too. Okay. Um, Thank you guys so much. I want to also just illustrate and emphasize your support is more than meaningful. I mean, it's just in retrospect really awesome to be able to kick it with y'all. And I want you to really look forward to the whole I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to get distracted this live. I want you to look towards the whole notion of social currency and how we're like a huge crock pot. Everyone thinks I work here at Planet 13, by the way. Whenever I go to this dispensary and I wear this shirt, people think everyone thinks I work, even outside of that. But yeah, other than that, it's giving Jake from State Farm. Y'all are amazing. Okay. I wanted to dedicate this live to giving a very honest feedback on, if anything, a recap of where we're at with the nodal progress. Okay. So, in retrospect to about 6 months ago, where we did have the sun on Uranus and the North Node, now it's in Libra. The moon is currently in Scorpio. I'm going to do a magical moon message, okay, about the moon in Scorpio. Y'all are wildin'. Y'all are wildin'. Oh my gosh. This is why I want to direct softcore. So I could just do all these scenes. Like, would y'all be like, y'all don't even know I'm about to be a whole softcore porn director. I'm not gonna do hardcore, but I'm gonna do cheesy. I'm not gonna star in them, but I'm gonna direct cheesy play. Ding dong. Hey, did you order this pizza? And what's your sign? It's gonna be dope with the storyline. It's gonna be mad cheesy. It's gonna be mad corny. And I'm bringing it back for the new generation. It's gonna be updated, nuanced. Yup. The sex scenes is gonna be like cheesy as hell. Like obviously softcore. I'm gonna make it so obviously softcore. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back. Okay, yes, I am taking auditions. I'm gonna have the whole modeling agency. Male and female models coming soon. Okay. That's the Cat Moon, the assistant director coming through. Okay. I'm just letting you know. That's why we start off with the OnlyFans first. You know what I'm saying? Kind of warm our way in. And then we gonna go. Okay. It's interesting that a hurricane is happening now that we're also in the final 6 months before the end of the world. So it's very interesting to see how nature itself will corroborate with this. But anyway, we are at the integration and final, how do you call it? Home stretch before the eclipse in Scorpio. So 6 months since May has brought in with this manifestation a very exceptional quality of everything you're going to be in a position to realistically transform in. In other words, in less than 30 days, you're going to transform considerably into the unlocking of more pure energy and depth of wisdom than you have experienced in an entire lifetime. Just this past 2 years alone is going to show you the pure quality of this North Node Gemini transit. That being said, what's very important to keep in mind is this Libra season in its integration, because it's integrating cardinal sign actions, unlike this last year when we had the South Node in Sagittarius and then we'd go through Scorpio, the integrative depth of Scorpio before we complete in Sagittarius does not require action. It requires receptivity of psychological strength. So there's nothing you have to do as much as a quality you have to have. This, you have to do something. This entire Libra season is appropriately balancing what? The integration, sixth house to the North Node of destiny. And I'm going to go down each zodiac sign and I'm going to illustrate what each sign is set to experience through this integration in Libra, and also with the conjunction of Uranus and the North Node. So I'm going to kind of just recap and bring you up to speed on what that really means now that we've had actual, we were speculating about it before in Taurus. Now we've had more experience. So first of all, if you were born in 1991, if you were born in 1992, you want to really accept that the full bent of your quality of innovative destiny is fully being manifested. In fact, what's going on now may only be as meaningful as it is to people born 91 and 92 with North Node in Capricorn. Specifically, the North Node conjunct Neptune and Uranus in Capricorn generation. Those people have Uranus in the North Node in Taurus, trining their Uranus in the North Node in Capricorn. Gangster shit. Everyone with that is literally destined for the most unconventional greatness that is supernatural and won't make sense to most of the people, because you're literally here to do something that's never been done before. No biggie, no pressure. So I wanted to just say that first, because that's very key. So much so that you might, if you're not born 91 or 92, I promise you, you're connected to someone born in 91 or 92. And you might not even know. You might not even know. It's not for no reason. These people are facilitating the manifestation of this radical destiny. And it's going to tie you into this. But regardless of if you have that or not, Uranus on the North Node, as it gets closer together, and as it has also passed together, is innovating this manifestation of your worth, aligning it with what you're meant to do. Okay, people born 92 are just turning 30, by the way. So what's very key here is, relative to this, once we get to the Scorpio eclipse, which I want to be clear here, this is the very first Scorpio eclipse. Okay, I'm gonna drink to that. First of all, I watched Andrew Schultz, Infamous, earlier today. Scorpio, y'all are nasty. Like he is the definition of Scorpio humor. And the reason why I have Capricorn humor, and Capricorn humor is like Capricorn humor is the next step to Scorpio humor. It's just dry humor. Scorpio humor is so cringy. Scorpio, he like, y'all know y'all wrong for what you say. Like, that shit was so wrong. That whole special was fucking hilarious. But oh my gosh, like the first 2 minutes of that shit to the middle of it, just know it involved him getting molested by Michael Jordan. It's just weird shit, man. And the thing that I love about Scorpio humor, which his humor, if you take Andrew Schultz and you take Pete Davidson or Skeet, right? You know, I personally would find Andrew Schultz much more funnier than Pete Davidson, but both of them have something in common. They both are Scorpio. They both have this Scorpio humor. And what Scorpio humor does is they tell you shit that's obviously not funny. It's offensive. And that's the joke. It's really, no, it's like, it's almost like a bit too cringy. Stuff that you know you shouldn't be laughing at, but you know you're gonna laugh at because you're a fucked up person and you're very fucked up on the inside. That's the definition of Scorpio humor. You know what I'm saying? Like Scorpio humor is gonna be like, you know, I was just, you know, I saw this little girl mourning the loss of this other, you know, dead baby, and I just felt bad for the dead baby. You know, some crazy shit like that. And that's not even the right Scorpio humor. But I don't know why I even wanted to say that. If you haven't seen that special, though, it was hilarious. But yeah, if we look at the pipeline from Taurus to Scorpio, okay, I hope you're aware that what's happening, okay, dude, it's his delivery. It's his delivery. His delivery is out of fucking pocket. It's ridiculous, but it's dark, and that's why I like it. Anyway, other than that, though, I want you to comment exclamation mark if the following of what I'm about to say is accurate to you. But you are on the precipice of striking oil or gold. You are the precipice of taking an idea you've always believed in and being set for life because of it. The North Node Taurus to South Node Scorpio axis, after 10 years of the previous North Node Scorpio, is equivalent to creating your own way to manifest with Uranus, and then connecting it to, it's the equivalent of basically North Node conjunct Sun, conjunct Uranus, right? In Taurus, is you creating a cryptocurrency in the stock exchange. And then Scorpio season is you finally officializing your currency as a part of the stock exchange so that people can invest in it. So the 6 months from May to November is the process of making your coin official for people to buy into. So that's what's going to happen, Scorpio. That's why Scorpio season, it's going to feel like you struck oil. Okay. It's going to feel like, oh shit, I never have to get a job again because you put in the work to create your own value. That's the way I could say it. And then from Scorpio season back to Taurus season, now that it's officially on the market, okay, now the evaluation and appreciation coming back into Taurus season, the final eclipse is this is how much total money I was able to make based on the value of my coin. Then, of course, the nodes are going to shift into Aries, and this is going to shift the nodal definition of how to actually take action with the value of this new coin and what you can do with its new value. I just broke that down in a nutshell. But now let's take this analogy and now put your superpowers. You just took the words out of my mouth. This North Node, Uranus, and Taurus aspect is the manifestation of unique attributes of your own physiology and body, which produce Taurus supernatural effects, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces, specifically Neptune and Pisces. Okay. So the manifestation of this extra dimensional supernatural quality in your body through clear senses and other such phenomena that your body has to ground is the manifestation of a quality of superpowers, basically your individual superpowers. Okay. Scorpio in the eclipse is now grounding or transforming the grounding of the layering. If you think that your body is a circuit board through which your superpowers need energy from the organs of your body to produce these superpowers. And now let's break this down. Everything that you do as a superpower, for those of you who play video games and RPGs, you get this like breathing. Okay. Basically, the superpowers that you use generate energy in order to harness what you're doing. That's why some of you, when you channel, you feel exhausted afterwards. More superpowers require more energy. So you awakened superpowers that your body did not necessarily have the power to produce. Your superpowers was Windows 10. Your body was Windows 95. Or Windows XP or Windows 7. You feel me? So 2020 updated your body. A lot of you went through a lot of physical transformations. A lot of you went through subtle transformations physically, but major psychological transformations. Some of you went through major psychological and physical transformations, all mental. Okay. And this literally transformed and upgraded the physical vessel with which you can now program and operate these new superpowers. Then 2021 came through with this new operation and now installed a new operating system, knowledgeable narratives that rewire your body's neural pathways in order to take the wiring of your brain to create these programs which simulate superpowers. Boom. 2022 is now the activation and downloading of these softwares through which you can actually express and blossom and experience, you guessed it, superpowers. To the point where now Saturn going into Pisces 2023 to 2025, now that we have fully created the jailbreak square Uranus to the fuck it operating system, the iOS fuck it, the Android fuck it, and all that shit, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Saturn is now going to strengthen the next batch of new software. It's going to be software updates that strengthen how much more we come into the completion of this greater software. So Saturn and Pisces is going to bring the updates to the software. When the software asks you, do you want to update this app? Do you want to update this motherfucking app? Okay, cool. And if you have the jailbreak, you're going to be like, fuck it. Boom. Okay, cool. So the reason why I want to illustrate this is now your body is just going to be expressing superpower. Like the weird thing about this, the weird thing about this awakening, and this is because of the spirit of the new generation that's being born and the Pluto Sagittarians who are already here. They're very restless. So whereas the older generation brings in this very gradual, compassionate integration, the newer generation, and this happens cyclically. So the children who were born in the 1700s were probably like this too, around that period, like the 1770s. But the Pluto Sag to Pluto Pisces kids are cruel. They're like, screw that, hurry up, let's go. Not an impatient hurry up, but boom, boom, boom. And that was kind of misleading to say. But relative to right now, that you might be feeling this in the energy around you. There's no room for integration. It's just like set up, set up, set up. We're going to patiently set this up. We're going to remove this thought belief. We're going to take 2 years to remove this pattern, and we're going to use 3 years to install these new beliefs. We're going to have you go through a twin flame relationship. Oops, that was a false twin flame. You thought it was real, didn't you? But you unraveled these false belief systems about yourself. And now we're going to put you through like 3 tower moments. All right, cool, nice. Oh, yes, look, you're releasing those old beliefs. Okay, good. We can install this new program. All right, nice. Yeah, see, now you don't even realize your intuition is much stronger because you let go of all the fuckboys in your life and you trust yourself so much more. Now your intuition is stronger. And now we can actually put you in, okay, another program here. So like, this is what's been happening. This is what your higher self has been doing to you. Your higher self puts you through these experiences. It's like programming the body of your computer, the computer of your body. Okay. And now, a lot of the setup leads to boo. So like a lot of you're just going to be chilling. Okay. First of all, just in case you think I'm capping, if what I'm about to say applies to you, because it's already starting to happen, once we shifted the threshold with Uranus square Leo, that's when the seed grew from the ground. And Leo season moving forward, what I'm about to talk about has been happening to many of you. For people who are like me, who are kind of growing slowly, this will probably happen to you later. For those of you who are advanced, this has probably already been starting to happen to you. So comment a fire sign emoji if this is resonating. What's going to happen to you from now into Scorpio season is you could just be talking to people. Yeah, the weather was right and it was nice and you have 57 children and it's like your superpowers just start manifesting themselves weirdly, and it's not in the smoothest way. And now the person is like, why did you just tell me about my last night out of nowhere? And you channeled someone's entire life, and it's just so uncomfortable. It's like, yeah, I was just going down the street and it was like, your life is headed into a new raft and you have to let go. It's like, what the fuck? Or you'll just be driving and you have like a vision of like the world ending, or like a vision of someone about to call you and tell you, oh my God, my dog just died. And you're like, what the fuck? And then your phone rings and it's your friend. And you're like, did your dog just die? And you're like, how did you know? I'm just saying. So like the reason why this is happening is so many unconscious and subconscious upgrades just completely fired off, and many of you were so distracted with the real life issues you're going through that you didn't realize until it just clicks. Okay, and you're gonna have to get used to it. Shout out to Lashonda. Yeah, Geminis. Yeah, shout out to, that's what I was about to say. The Geminis have episodes like that every 2 days. It is what it is. We're like, shout out to Sagittarius too. So just keep that in mind. Yes, telepathy tests. Shout out to the telepathy tests during Libra are a must. That's the best comment we had here. Okay. Ooh, that's okay. That's so interesting. What if she wanted you to find it? No, I was joking. But other than that, it's amazing because this Libra season function is finally breaking through the active cardinal actions that with each action will balance with other people the development of these abilities. So with Neptune opposite Mercury and Venus, this is that weird with the square to Mars. And I'm using a horrible example. Like this is super extreme. For many of you, it's going to be internal. So like on the outside, you might have resting bitch face. people might be looking like, is this person like judging me? But on the inside, you're like, unicorns, fairies. Oh my gosh, I see master numbers. Is that a ghost? Like you're trying desperately to keep it together. And it's not like you have mental problems. It is legitimately your brain's inability to process the extra dimensional phenomena that is overloading your sensory input capability. The overloading of your sensory input capability is forcefully evolving and expanding your brain's ability to process the supernatural. Everyone who I'm talking to here has different minds. Some of you have Saturn on your Mercury. You have buffers to help protect you from this. Others of you are so helplessly sensitive, you don't have protection, and you're just getting hit. You're just getting effed hard by spirit. It's just getting you in the A, like just hard. Okay? Okay, and you just have to deal with it. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I wish I can give you some better advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just the hard way. All right, reading people in light speed, your physical body is catching up to the evolution of your consciousness, which has evolved so much. And now Libra is going to bring the balance so that you can move forward with the upper level. Libra brings us through the upper echelon so that we can come back around to Aries, do it again. So I just kind of want to build this up in the way this works before I go into the message so that you understand that right now at play, post Scorpio season, you're going to be actively using new superpowers. Like that's the transformation into ascension. It's like, oh, wow, I levitate now. Yeah, bitch, I levitate. I was talking with my friend telepathically. I was like, hey, bitch. And then she said, what's up, bitch? And I was like, no way, bitch. And she's like, yeah, bitch. And I was like, yeah, bitch. And she was like, bitch. And I was like, bitch. And she was like, bitch. And I was like, shut up, bitch. And I looked at my phone and she texted me like, bitch. And I was like, oh, shit. Bitch, was that you? Oh, my God, bitch. Bitch, shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. That was you. Oh, my God. And yes. That is monumental. You might literally have an "Are you serious, bitch" moment this Libra season, and it may be the best moment of your entire life. Okay? I'm telling you, this is not a joke. You go through this moment at least once in your life. I swear to God, if you haven't had your "Are you serious, bitch" moment, you're going to have it within the next week. Like, this is not before the full moon. You're gonna have your "Are you serious, bitch"? Bitch, are you just serious? I was just thinking this right now, bitch. Bitch, are you serious? Oh my God. You either had this moment 8 times already, or you about to happen. Some of you live this. Okay, I'm just saying. These powers won't go away. They're just gonna integrate. I have to emphasize the importance of the textbook "Are you serious, bitch" moment. This is literally the like before you have the Scorpio eclipse, you have to have the "Are you serious, bitch" moment. It's gonna happen. It could even happen with a stranger. It's gonna happen. I'm letting you know it's gonna happen. As sure as Jupiter is opposite the sun. Like this is it. This is integration. Thank you. Listen, this is not a joke. This is necessary. So that once we step into Scorpio season and we go after the eclipse, you already had your "Are you serious, bitch" moment. It's like, yeah, we levitating now. I already had that moment. Now I just levitate to work and shit. And now you're going to be perfecting levitating. All right. Is it controversial to levitate? Who do you tell that you can levitate? Then you're going to have your twist in about half a year from now. Like, okay, I have to be honest with you. I can levitate. And they're like, bitch, I can levitate you too. Are you serious, bitch? You're going to have another "Are you serious, bitch" moment. But we're not there yet. So this is not a test. I promise you. The key significance of the "Are you serious, bitch" moment is that you had an "Are you serious" moment 6 months ago from Aries season to now. In that range and span. It's just this "Are you serious" moment was just with you. It was between you and God. It was like, are you serious? Now we're extending this in Libra season with another bitch. It's like, bitch, Are you fucking serious? Oh my God. You're going to be like, yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. I am super serial. I am super serial. And it's just a joyous moment. It's just a very joyous moment. And I have to really highlight the unconventionality of a moment like this because it uplifts you out of your ego and whatever semblance of seriousness or coolness you have. And it reminds you we're all connected. Okay. The key thing here is the actions you are taking to unite these shared experiences are also pushing you through in this second boss battle past protocol collectively to nerf you and to keep you weak through social reinforcement of negative psychological principles so that you don't tap into your power. And that's through negatively reinforcing the expression of your abilities with this social sense of being less cool or weird, both of which are fallacious strawman arguments. So, with that being said, now I've kind of set the play for how to look at this integration process. The North Node conjunct Uranus in Taurus is the materialization of a quality about you that cannot be bought and is priceless. It's physical. You're realistically getting ready to put yourself in a position to, there we go, very powerfully share that with the right people. Okay. But the transformation of this value in Scorpio is getting ready to purify the higher ascended nature of what you're getting ready to take to the next level. Okay. You know it. So if we talk about the significance of the transit through Libra or Taurus to Libra into Scorpio. Okay. Really quickly, good question. For those with North Node and Taurus, if you are familiar with mission debriefings, whether you watch Inspector Gadget, or 007, look at the North Node as your mission. Every 10 years, you complete your mission with the opposition. Every 20 years, you get a new mission. And should you choose to take this mission, you have to see it through the next 10 years. And in 5 seconds, this message will self-destruct. Okay. So every North Node return is a new mission. You're reestablishing a brand new destiny cycle. Great question. Now, what's important here is the North Node in Taurus season sowed the seeds for this new value. This manifestation of the magic, the North Node in Gemini shifted your perspective, and everything that you're getting ready to take action towards North Node Aries. It's the reverse set here. Gemini season manifested the truth of this value through enlightened ideas that helps you personally step into this. And normally I wouldn't, but it's important to talk about this too. The Uranian opposition. For those of you who have this Uranian opposition too, I recommend you get a reading because it's very important to speak on. I love seeing it in readings. Those of you with the 80s and late 70s, Uranian oppositions are going through the completion that's being harnessed and unlocked with the nodes. So Uranian opposition is completing the level of your inner genius to where you can practically apply it from Scorpio to Taurus, okay, which is also key. A lot of people with Uranus and Scorpio have Chiron and Taurus, and they have natural healing and can just automatically know where to touch someone to heal that. So this unlocking of the nodes will facilitate that. Also, that's another huge aspect that I forgot to keep in mind. Chiron in Aries And Uranus and Taurus is a revolution in how much more noticeably energy healing is relative to the last cycle from the 60s, where Saturn or Chiron was last in Pisces. We had this go back around again in the 90s. And relative to this placement, Chiron coming back around is now producing supernatural effects for energy healing. Only people who do energy healings notice this. People who have been doing energy healings are noticing, oh my goodness, I got the juice. I always had the juice, but my healings are so much more noticeable for people. That's because Uranus and Taurus is producing more evidence of what was always there. It's not even so much that your healings are more powerful. They always were. You're just producing more evidence of it. So that's another facet that I want to kind of put out there, because it's a direct application of the purpose of this eclipse, which has everything to do with harnessing energy. North Node in Gemini was the development of magical abilities. North Node in Taurus is the manifestation of a unique, unconventional application of energy harnessing that takes the uniqueness of how you harness and manifest and generate energy through your body in order to produce supernatural effects. North Node in Aries is going to create superpowers now that you know how to charge your energy so that you can use that energy to manifest powers. Okay. So with that being said, the ideas you manifested in Gemini are what you're presenting in Libra. The enlightenment of your value in Gemini season led to Cancer season, where you developed the sincere power and attitude of the value that you have in the form of how you feel about your worth. And everything that you broke through Cancer season is squaring Libra season so that these sincere feelings can be communicated socially. The square with Libra and Cancer is I have my feelings that I feel when I'm in my home. And then there's the way that I act when I'm social with people. They clash. Then we had Leo season. Leo season was when we were on stage in the talent show and we had to let these bitches know, I have value. I'm going to perform it in front of you. You're going to quote everything I say. Thank you. This is where the seed you planted in May broke through the ground and enabled you to begin to see the quality of the fruit you're bearing. Okay. This is what strengthened the courage that you, based on this new self-esteem, are growing. And Virgo season was the harvest of fully expressing the quality of these seeds and integrating the full detailed analysis of the quality of what you have. So that now that we're in Libra season, the full integration of these seeds through your partnerships with others are being appraised relative to how far you can balance this value with who is receptive and who wants what you have to offer. I have to be very clear here. Taurus transforms Libra for this reason. The reason why the cardinal Libra stops at the fixed Taurus wall is because of how it can transform the quality of a relationship relative to the value that's being instilled. The more value, the more actions people take in relationships with each other. The less value, the less people care about taking action with each other in relationships. It's just a simple way to put it. There's more to that, but this is how to kind of see this. This is the reason why Libra helps integrate Taurus in its preparation to take its individual value to socially give to others who desire it. Value in Taurus, desire opposite in Scorpio. And what's very key here is the psychologically manipulative way that people will attempt to devalue what you're saying or doing by applying a very deceptive layer of ignorance, or pretending you don't know what you're saying, pretending that your value isn't as valuable as it is. And to their frustration, you not biting the bait and falling for it, exposing that such tactics don't even work. They're useless, just like them. So really keep this in mind, because the actions you're taking in this Libra season are going to directly determine, with this level of integration, how intensely you're going to be moving forward and transforming through all of this. Okay. And I'm going to go into breaking down how this will affect the zodiac signs. For those of you who would like a reading, I highly recommend ordering my transit forecast reading, especially if you use in the notes, balancing integration, or if you use destiny in the notes. I'll be able to look in the transit forecast into this pipeline, or if you get the eclipse reading or a report in my recorded report section, I do have a 50% half off code. If you use the discount code COSMIC, you will be able to get half off my recorded reports or my consultations. I am also offering live astrology readings. So personally, you're in a position where if you want a transit about what this integration in North Node is going to do for your chart, if you click at the description box below, I take a $40 minimum, Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. If you email me your chart or comment your sun, moon, and rising, I can break down in this live reading what this integration looks like for you. Now, Queen Dara said something very important. Social media healers, can you do your job without the platforms? And we're headed inevitably in a time where that's really not an option. A lot of these online platforms are really temporary. So the question isn't even really can you, it's are you prepared to? Given the advent of these platforms, many of you are not aware that this was really more of a launching pad and preparation, and vice versa, to take your skills back and forth. Okay. God forbid YouTube crashes and I'm not able to reach out to you guys anymore and do the work that I do on here. Thankfully, everything that I know and learn is in my head. So if I have to go to the streets and ven readings, or if I have to work at a physical psychic shop, or if I have to get a regular job and use my skills in that regular job, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. It's just the evolution. It's not even going to be a minor setback. I'm just going to be able to know how to adapt. That's something I like to make very clear, by the way. I'm just going to pull up. I feel you. It's definitely very important. This is the whole notion of the North Node Taurus, where you're creating your own foundation with which to move forward with this. Like, a lot of people don't know. Like, let's say I just kind of made it and started rapping. Some people might think, oh, this dude was just on the internet. Where can we meet you in Vegas? The internet stops working. Join my mailing list. Well, if the internet stops working, you're not going to be. Don't worry. We're going to have a bitch, are you serious moment? And we're going to have a telepathic connection. Okay. So we're just going to develop our telepathic group think if anything occurs to break through that. All right. But other than that, we're gonna be downtown at Fremont. All right, Fremont. So yeah, like a lot of people don't know, before the internet, I was performing on stage. Like, I've always, like, it can kind of look like, I was just on the internet, and then people started to know about me, And now I'm on stage. Actually, it's the opposite. South Node Leo. Any South Node Leo knows what I'm talking about. Like, I was on stage as a child. I was Ebenezer Litterbug. Blue Flame, I got you first. I was Ebenezer Litterbug in my school play. I was performing in El Paso, doing underground hip hop shows before I created my YouTube channel. I was performing in front of 2 people, 3 people, 5 people, getting over my nerves to spit lyrics. And the way we did it, we didn't rap over the song. Like, we had to rap over the beat, real hip hop shit. And you had to memorize lyrics. So like, I already kind of have that background of being in public for real. Like, we had to actually go out there for real. You know, like, a lot of people see me on the internet and they don't know, like, I've been in real life. I've been in these streets. I haven't been slinging coke. I don't have like a horrible street life, but I've been in these streets talking to real people, performing in front of real people, actually having to bear myself. That's the reason why I'm able to jump online. You know what I'm saying? And both are helping both. Like, my stage performance is helping my ability to do this. This is helping my ability to go back on stage. Like, when I go back on stage now, it's not going to be anything compared to how I used to do stage performance before I did this. Okay. Also, I see someone just bought the webinar. I do have my monthly peace report available on my website for those of you who would like access to my webinar. If you use the code Cosmic, you will get half off of that as well. And I already have the PDF set. So Elvira, I see you got that monthly peace report. The link to that monthly peace report is in the description box below. We're going to go into the second boss battle with the square. Okay. So that's why I was even a part of speech and debate. I just at forensics, I just never performed. It's a missed opportunity. But that's why I appreciate y'all so much, because y'all really helped with my confidence and y'all really helped me find my style in performing, in kind of sharing myself. So the way I say available, I didn't even see it because I didn't even know I said available wrong until you guys made fun of me for it every time I say it. So thank you. It is what it is, though. I still be thinking I say it right, but you know what I'm saying? This is really key because Libra season is breaking you through a polished sense of the authenticity of your unique abilities and how much more powerfully you meet challenges that will push you out your comfort zone. So that being said, before I do the live readings, we're going to go through the Zodiac signs. And quite powerfully, okay, the last thing that I want to say is, in this quality of integration, all right, I want to once again bring to mind, after this eclipse in Scorpio, we're going to have the eclipse in Scorpio. Then we're going to have the ascension in Sagittarius square Jupiter and Pisces. Then we're going to have Capricorn season, final boss battle with Jupiter beginning its new transit in Aries. Then we're going to have Aquarius season over Saturn, finally in Aquarius, square Uranus. Then we're going to have Pisces season on Neptune. Then we're going to have Aries season, and Saturn's going to go into Pisces and Pluto's going to go into Aquarius. Like, do you understand? Every single transit after this Libra season is epic. It's increasing in intensity. Whereas this year we had that lull in the beginning of the year. We don't have that lull. It's the end of the world, baby. The 6 months leading into the end of the world are jam-packed. And then the actual beginning of the end of the world is the fucking end of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever you would expect from the end of the world. Okay, Saturn and Pisces. So this is so important because this Libra season bridge is fundamentally and effectively having you break through with other people how you actualize literal superpowers with other people's superpowers before we step into the eclipse and begin the formation and manifestation of a superpower society. Boom. So with Aries and Libra, okay, The cardinal signs, Aries and Libra, and this applies to your rising sign as well. For Aries and Libra, Aries, the North Node and Uranus is in your second house. Okay. And so what you are engineering, Aries rising and Aries sun, is the manifestation of unique and unconventional value. Like everyone else who's borrowing on this principle, you're bringing and materializing something into this reality that hasn't been here before or is updated and innovated and is uniquely yours. So, like other fire signs, it opens up the potential for monopoly. Now, get this. At this stage of integration with Libra, before we pipeline it to eighth house, the quality of your value, okay, is going to transform the nature of your relationships. Aries, you're starting to realize that what you have is transforming who you deal with. The people who you're connecting with in relationships, how do they match up to what you're worth? This is going to increase the quality of the people who you deal with. Libra, we see this literally opposite, where you are investing or innovating the investment channels in which you actually invest in other people. Burr for short, I got you. Okay. And relative to these investment channels, what this does is primarily put you in a position to transform your own personality relative to the quality of who you're investing your own wisdom into. This is going to transform how you, as a Libra personality, actually invest in what you have, like what approach you take towards it, basically. Taurus, you're going to find that this is innovating a new sense of how you express your own personal genius. Okay. And relative, Elisha, thank you. And relative to this personal genius, what this does is hook you up with a position. By the way, Burr for short and Elisha, please, Elisha, I think you're Pisces sun, but I don't know if you're Sag rising. Please comment or email me. Email me your chart or comment your sun, moon, or rising. Huge favor. So for Taurus, Aries, Libra, I hope that was accurate for you. He'll drink scotch for not water. Oh my gosh. I love water. What do you mean? Okay, so for Taurus, you're innovating your entire personality. You're bringing in a new sense of genius, okay? And how you innovate your personal expression and your brand. Your personality is transforming your lifestyle. So you're starting to see the transformation of your lifestyle as a result. Scorpio, this is innovating your partnerships, the innovated quality of your partnerships and how unique the partnerships you're manifesting are is transforming your spiritual beliefs around relationships with people. Now that you're starting to manifest dynamics that go against the doubt you used to have in partnerships, it's either creating different type of doubt or it's ridding old doubt based on evidence you are coming into. Gemini, what's innovating is your spiritual beliefs. Your spiritual beliefs around the value that constitutes your unconscious habits are transforming your creative talents and how you approach everything you're good at doing. Sagittarius, what we're going to find for you is that the innovation of this genius lifestyle you're building for yourself, it's transforming the quality of friendships you have in your life and how your friends influence, or rather how this sense of your behavior is influencing your friendships. Okay. Well, Shannon, that's because I don't drink water alive. You see these water bottles? I drink water. I only drink alcohol live because I want to get lit with y'all. But I mean, I only drink water for rituals if we do in the water cup ritual. But I'll be drinking water. I do love scotch though. I'm not even a fan of scotch like that. I'm just saying, but yeah. Okay. So Sagittarius, your unique lifestyle is transforming the quality of friends you have. And for some of you, you may not have friends because you're realizing your lifestyle is so legit. You don't have friends around you. They could be bums. Okay. Have I worked out today? Yes, I did. I actually did work out today. I'm kind of pushing myself too, until it's Sagittarius season. But like, yeah, some of you might realize, Sagittarius, that your lifestyle puts you on a position where you can't connect with people around you. And it doesn't mean you don't have friends. It's just harder to make friends, and that's a good thing. Anyway, Cancer, you are manifesting innovative friendships and rewards from your career, which is transforming what? Your comfort zone. The social spaces that you feel at home, Amber, thank you so much. The social spaces that you feel at home at are transformed by the unique friends you're making who lift you out your comfort zone. Whereas Capricorn, the innovative quality of your unique talents are transforming the direction of your career. Because Capricorn, you're realizing that, oh my goodness, I'm so good at playing guitar, I can just become a guitarist and make it big. Like, this is why you're realizing there's real talent here. All right, let's welcome Denise to God Squad. God Squad members, I just put out the Earthly Month Tribe report, so that's available. I knocked that out the park. That reading was A1. Air Tribe is going to be free. Water Tribe is going to be on Thursday. Fire Tribe is going to be on Friday. So shout out to God Squad members like Denise. You will have access to that. Okay. And also the daily cards. So boom. With that being said, I live in Las Vegas. So with that being said, okay, Leo, you're innovating your career. You're coming into manifesting great career success and innovating the reputation that comes with bringing in something unique and individual into this world. That's going to transform your attitude about how you communicate with others socially. It's going to really transform the way you bridge your ideas towards others, because you on some boss shit now. And so you can't really even just talk to anyone as a royal. Anyway, Aquarius, that you are on some crazy boss shit. You're not just on some, you're some crazy boss shit. Like, you're doing shit that most bosses don't do, but you can do, because you kind of have a lot more individual authority over your career. Aquarius, you're innovating your home space, and that is completely transforming your philosophy this Libra season on how to navigate relationships and who to navigate relationships with. Reglow, please email me your sun, moon, or rising, or your chart. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are making it rain on the super chat. So Aquarius is a little bit more tricky because the way you teach as an ascended master, relationships will be transformed based on how much more grounded you make yourself at home in certain communities. Finally, Virgo, what's innovating is your philosophy, okay? And how you innovate old traditional philosophies and ways of life and break it down into a more postmodern understanding. That's transforming your value, because you have this way to teach these things. What you're worth is so much more. Pisces, what's innovating for you is your attitude and your skill sets. And this is transforming the way you deal with others. Because there's more value in your skills, you can have a greater price in how much you barter those skills with other people. All right. So that's the Zodiac sign message. And we're going to get into this. Blue Flame, shout out to my very good friend and soul sister, Blue Flame. I want to shout out to the Aries and Tauruses for paving the way with Uranus. Good stuff indeed. We know that you're Libra rising. We know that you're Cap Moon gang, Cap Moon clique, because we're not a gang. All right. We're an established clique of elites. Okay. All right. And then, of course, the Aries sun. Okay. So we know that you're having the second house to your Aries sun, in the eighth house, Uranus North Node transit. The investment of your value is hugely important because that price is raising. Okay. Especially as Jupiter goes through your sign and Taurus, you are all people have barely been catching up to how on point you are. Okay. So it's like they're gonna have to catch up some more because you're advancing the quality of boundaries you draw. Jupiter going through your eighth house is more people want access to you because the same individual, the same influences that acted like you were crazy now have to accept that you're the real deal. In fact, it's also a very unique period where personally, Leah, that's a really good question. I'm gonna have to actually do research. I think it might be Scorpio, but I'm not sure. Um, a lot of the things you said back in the past that people thought you were crazy for have always been true, and all of that is adding up. They just don't like the way you said it, but it's so true that people can't even hate on you for that. Okay. So the key thing here is this integration is getting ready to this Libra season, transform your entire personality. It's bringing the evolution of your exalted fire divine spirit to how you fire blast this to people. The classic approach, and this is going to apply to you, especially if from March to now, you've been having to hold back a lot of anger that's not even yours. It's like collective frustration you're feeling with the Cap Moon. It's like you're getting angry for the collective, and you're now able to polish this in a way where you can present this, whether through satire, totally classily, okay, and or classically, and this is going to balance how what you're building with your finances completely changes the approach you express yourself and then manifest in Scorpio. So Scorpio season is going to give you great returns. um do you mind if I have your time, place you was born? Oh yeah, dude, that's no problem. I was born I know this is secret information for some people, but I give it up. I was born 3:57 a.m. at Phoenix, Arizona, June 11, 1990. Okay. I'm not sharing the stats. That's totally fine. Once again, Glow, please email me your chart or comment your sun, moon, or rising. Let me see if you did that yet. In fact, don't even comment. Just email me your chart or email me your sun, moon, or rising. Okay. There we go. I just got it. Thank you. You were emailing me as I said it. So now we're going to do Elisha. Beautiful. So Elisha, shout out to the 91s. That's one of my favorite years. I'm biased as hell though. So you got the Mars return, and with this ninth house aspect, the reason why I really like the ninth house aspect, shout out to Starry Ari. Starry Ari is a Virgo rising who the way she is personally expressing this ninth house Taurus is she initiated all of us in Toltec shamanism. She taught us shamanism. Taurus is shamanism. So you are innovating your teaching of shamanism. Shamanism isn't specific to Taurus. It's not the only expression, but it's a base expression that I like to see it as. You can express this shamanism in any way. If you were teaching business, the way you would teach business, it's going to be shamanic. Okay. The innovation here with Uranus is innovating the nature of how you're teaching others, not only what you know, but using the resources of your pure skills and the energy harnessing with Pluto. See, you as Pluto and Scorpio are unlocking a lot more energy to ground this nature of your philosophy. So what that is transforming is what you're worth. You're going to be manifesting this Libra season more value to increase the price range of how you deal with the right people. And I hope that makes sense for you, Elisha, because as a Pisces, this is also going to transform your perspective this Libra season and how much more you can hold space in divine connection with other people and for other people. So, Elisha, please let me know how that kind of resonates for you, because this is a very powerful eclipse point. And now that we're past your rising, you're going to be a lot more aware of where this plays out for you in your life. Okay. So, next we have Amber. Okay, Amber. There we go. We got the solar queen here, Leo, sun, and rising. All right. I'm using my energy like currency. I love that. I love that. That's it right there. That's your progression too. So I love that you're Leo rising and Leo sun. Amber, this is full on boss mode. This eclipse is not only unlocking your social karma with Saturn in the IC, so that for 10, 15 years now, there's so much considerable private social work, especially with your family and karma that has held you back. Like, I don't want to say your family has held you back, but people private to you, you've been responsible for and you didn't have to be. Okay. And so, with that sense, all that work you've done has given you so much. Ruby, you're hilarious. All that work you've done has given you so much experience with which to now use the resources of your family and this private work to come into full on boss mode. All Leo risings are entering boss mode. So, what this is transforming ideally is not only the quality of your value, but the attitude and approach with which you communicate what success you're coming into. Because the eclipse is manifesting this new level of success, the way you communicate socially with others is going to apply this advancement of your confidence in yourself. The way you bridge your connections and relationships with others, especially, is going to take into account this. And you have Pluto in Libra. So over the next 6 months, Pluto is going to square for the first time ever your Pluto at 29 degrees. And this is going to intensify more the nature of this breakthrough that opens up so much more power and how less inhibited you are towards fully expressing your actual skills and integrating them extremely into your lifestyle. Your moon in Sagittarius is also going to have you feel into how unconventionally your ascended perspective fully expresses this very vibrant and creative Leo energy as queen. So, Burr, I hope that is accurate for you. The integrating portion through Libra is the personification of how you express these social skills and how this is going to prepare for you to allocate the success in your own home space, give or take. Tonietta, I got your astro transit forecast order. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get it. Tonietta. Oh, there we go. I got you. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. I love that. So, beautiful. So, finally, we have Reglow. Gemini rising. Ooh, got the asteroids on deck. Got the Pisces and the 10. So your legacy is to be known, Marlena. If you look up, I advise you check out celebrities with MC and Aquarius. And the Astro theme article that pops up will show you all the celebrities. Thank you so much. I am here to serve, and I'm just very grateful. Okay. I'm really glad this resonates for y'all. The nature of the Astro theme article will show you all the celebrities, most of which have Gemini risings with MC and Aquarius. Saturn finished out your MC. Our legacy is to be known. I'm a Taurus rising with it, but it's more common to see Gemini risings with this. Will Smith, Dr. Dre, Matthew McConaughey, okay, Amy Winehouse, I believe, Miley Cyrus, all of these people with MC and Aquarius, they're unique. And you are establishing the legacy of your career for the first time as a Saturn Aqua. So you have Saturn on your MC, And you're not only destined for greatness, you're meant to kind of step into this position of authority like a college dean. You have knowledge you're meant to teach. So the Taurus square is taking this strengthened quality of your legacy and of the philosophy of knowledge you learn, and it's innovating real spiritual beliefs. Especially as a Gemini rising, you're not necessarily someone that's just going to believe in woo-woo bullshit philosophy. The philosophy you have is based off of real knowledge, like advanced Aquarian knowledge, scientific knowledge. So you're developing innovative beliefs that ground the advanced nature of this philosophy. This is all going to transform your creativity. And not only is this all going to transform your creativity, this Libra season in your fifth is going to align with Saturn going direct in your legacy to take what you're good at doing and the whole notion of your actual creative social talents and put yourself more in a position to connect with how that advances your career. All right. As you know, you're definitely coming into great success with Jupiter that's gone through your 10th and MC. And this is very powerful as a Pisces sun, especially with the moon in Scorpio, that's unlocking your own soul strength as a vessel of Hades and Pluto to transform your entire lifestyle so that it can ground this sense of your spiritual beliefs. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Much appreciated. I'm actually Hijo de Obatala. All right, shout out to Olodumare. And yeah, if there's no one else who would like a live reading, I'm gonna end the broadcast here. You stay blessed as always, and until next time.